I'm not a morning person.
Dedicated to being passionate about it.
Bodybuilders have become more lazy.
People have always thought I lift fake weights.
Iran and the United States.
You take responsibility for that. I felt like at that time specifically, there was after that show, there was a lot of attention on you. Like, it was a lot of I feel like a lot of people, were looking at you as, a dominant, force in 212. Did you feel that way? Did you feel like pressure to succeed at that time?
That's a big show. That's a big show, and that was probably my hardest show, because the New York Pro Show, you weigh in 2-3 hours before you're on stage. Usually you have a whole night, at least 16 hours or something like that. And for someone my size, that's not 4'5". It's a big advantage to have that time, because I have to come down where someone in Sean's shoes has to just keep doing what they've been doing. They have to keep showing up, keep eating what they've been eating. They still get to look, just as good as they did a week before in the gym, because, if I got to compete how I look a week before a show in the gym, not many guys are beating me. And that's where I kind of get set back. So
what's next for you, Zane? What show are you planning to do, and what should people expect from you?
Well, I did. I applied for the Arnold Classic. I don't know if it's late or not, but I just applied for it. I didn't really receive any kind of. Usually, you get an Arnold Classic application with your Pro Card application. So I didn't see that this year. I just saw it on social media. The Arnold Classic is set in Ohio for September. That's my favorite show I've ever done, so I don't care. 212 open. There is no 212 there, so I have to do it open. Whether I get accepted or not, that would be an awesome show for me to step back on stage, because I have had this routine in my head for a couple of years that I've wanted to get out there. So I'll definitely be ready for it if I get on it, and if not, then I'll probably end up doing the Toronto show at the end of the year, which is December now. It just got moved, which would give me qualification or points towards next year's Olympia. I don't really expect to walk into a open show and win it, if I'm being totally honest with you. Do I think I can come top 5 in an open show? Yeah, definitely. But to be really competitive in the open class, I think I got about 3 years work to do.
You said 3 years?
If I want to be competitive, don't care who I'm competing against, probably at least 3 years.
Last thing I want to ask you, who are the bodybuilders outside of the Dorian and Ben Pakulski? Who are the bodybuilders right now that you, I don't want to say look up to, but admire or respect in the bodybuilding industry?
Well, they're different. Some I go based on training. John Meadows' training principles are awesome. I love watching him train. Then there's physiques that I love. Keon is a 212 guy. I think his physique is just mind-blowing. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to win the 212. Terrence Ruffin is another one that's going to be in Classic. That's going to be just keep getting better every single year. His posing is unbelievable. I love posing in bodybuilding. So, a lot of those guys that I mentioned, they're awesome posers too, which makes everything come together. Their physique, their posing, their training. It's a whole package deal,